All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to another MLB The Show 25 stream here on Twitch. I'm NextJGGen24, and today we're going to be grinding out the Yu Darvish program. So this program, it came out yesterday. As you can see, we have all the themed programs done, and we have all the spotlight programs done. What's up, Grayson? How are you? So there's only one program left to do, and that's the Yu Darvish Evolution Program. I already kind of got a head start on it because I completed these two missions while I was grinding out mini seasons. So nothing I could do about that other than not touch the Yu Darvish missions. That's all I could do. So I'm doing all right. I'm getting ready to grind this evolution program. So it should be fun. Should be cool. Can get another standout card. I definitely need that if I'm going to get Ted Williams. So having that would definitely be a big help. I think I already got rookies done. Probably veterans too. So really the only, card that I have is Yu Darvish. You unlocked Ted Williams? Nice. Nice. So, that's what we're going to be doing today. I did mention that I was grinding out mini seasons, and I'll take you over to it. As you can see there, I have gotten, I did get Jose Altuve. So, I am done with this mini seasons. The only thing I didn't do was the cooldown innings and the I really don't care for these. These are not of interest to me. Oh, there you go. That worked out perfectly then. But I did get everything else. I got Kyle Farmer, Bert Blyleven, Peter Fairbanks, and Jose Altuve over here. So, if I go to my summer collection, you can see that I have 21 out of 27 to be it. So, I could easily get Sonny Gray and Ryan Ludwig from the collections, or from the Diamond Quest, And then my other plan is to go for Brandon Marsh, Griffin Jack, Sandy Alcantara, and Eddie Murray. Those are going to be the four remaining cards that I go out for to get Adley Rushman, and that will help me get another check towards Ted Williams. So I'm still working on him. Like I said, I need one more standout, so that's going to be Yu Darvish. I need some tops now, guys. I need some spotlight guys. I need like 3 second half hero guys. I need 10 all-star guys. I need one more breakout guy, and it could be, and hopefully there'll be more breakouts, but we'll see. And of course, I need to get Leodalis DeVray. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm probably not. And I also need to get Corey Seager, too. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on this. Try to get Austin Hedges, Brady Singer, Michael Taylor. Schwarber is going to be too expensive. So those are 3 cards. I could also get Bogarts. Pearson is not too expensive. But that leaves me one short, so I have to get Schwarber. Unfortunately, he's the most expensive out of all of them. Unless I want to go for Vladimir Guerrero Jr., who's also very expensive. Well, just have to hope that I luck out and somehow I get Kyle Schwarber. Because I don't see how I get Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Not unless they do a pipeline pass collection card. One more card for people to get. What the heck? I've never heard my dog howl like that. That is so weird. Yeah, but either way, I'm going to be short, so it has to be Kyle Schwarber. But see, this is why I'm glad that I got the live series collection done so that I could afford someone like Schwarber if I needed to. But that's not going to happen right now. We're going to work on Yu Darvish. What up, Dodger? How are you? To be fair, I don't know if I'm going to do this. Probably not. I think I'd rather just get... I think I'd rather just grind and get the stats 15 here. So, unfortunately, that's only going to leave me with Yu Darvish rookie card. But that's okay. We'll just grind and we'll get... well, we need to get some wins with him. We need to get some innings pitched. I'm doing all right. I'm just trying to game plan for how I'm going to tackle this Yu Darvish program. And my Mets are losing. My Mets are absolutely losing, and seems like it was Reed Garrett's fault. Although maybe Clay Holmes would have faltered eventually, but Reed Garrett is clearly not good. So the Mets are going to lose. Hey, Peach, how are you? Strike 3, sit down. They're already in the top of the 8th. Their left-handed reliever just gave up a home run to Contreras, I want to say, and, well, that was just the end of it. Or just part of it. My day's been all right. I slept, ate lunch, scolded my dog for digging. He dug water out of the water bowl and made it a mess on the kitchen floor, so I had to clean that up, which is a pain in the butt to deal with. And I know he was digging at the water bowl because there was a lot of dirt in the water bowls. And my family and I, we keep those water bowls clean. Strike 3, sit out. We keep them very clean. So they should not have dirt in them, yet they had dirt when I went downstairs and checked. Blake Tidwell? I mean, he's a young prospect. I don't know how well he's done so far.
Inside, ball
1. I guess he... I have to look at his stats. I haven't really been paying attention to him specifically.
No, inside.
So Yu Darvish is the last online or offline program that I have to get done. He is the last one. So with that, I'll pretty much have nothing left to do other than Diamond Quests and other than Diamond Quest and Conquest maps. So I did the summer one. I did that one. I'm trying to think if I did anything else. Wait, do I have the strikeouts? I do. Okay. I just want to make sure because I wasn't really paying attention. Oh, Jesus. I was grinding the summer series program or the summer mini seasons. That's what I was doing. I was just playing that because I wanted to get Altuve. And I have a plan of action for completing the summer series collection and getting Adley Rutschman. The problem that I'm going to face is with the Pipeline Pass program because if I get all of them without if I get all of them without getting Schwarber or Guerrero Jr., I'm still going to be one short. So I have to buy one of them, which means I have to go for Schwarber. But I'm going to do the Summer Series first. The Summer Series collection. I'm going to do that first. And then we'll go from there.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, sit down. The only issue with with some of the players I pulled last night is that those deluxe packs, they were random. So they were Pipeline or Pipeline, not the Pipeline Pass, but the Pipeline series. And then it was also the Egg Hunt series as well. Those packs. And it was like, that's a big waste of my time because I already got those done. I don't need those.
It's 0-1. Hey! 0-2.
Well, lucky you. Strike 3, sit out. Yeah, I was really hoping I could luck my way into getting Kyle Schwarber, but I don't think that's going to happen. I may have to buy him. If I do luck my way into it, I mean, after all, I lucked my way into Shohei Ohtani. Or into pulling Shohei Ohtani, so maybe I can get Schwarber. But we'll see. Alright, so I need to pitch 1 inning and get don't give up a run to the Mets.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Oh, so they put Mark Canha back on the Mets, so they're going with the 2022 lineups. Strike 3, sit down. I wonder if I'm going to see Eduardo Escobar.
Jeff McNeil.
That's smart. That's smart. Yeah, getting, like I said, I mean, the Live Series collection is done for me, so I don't need to worry about that. Strike 3, sit down. Vientos wasn't up in 22. He came up like 23. What, they couldn't have done Beatty? Beatty was at least up in 22. Anyway, whatever. I'm just being nitpicky here. So, anyway, like I was saying, I got the Live Series collection done so I could really focus on the other collections. You know? And I'm not going to go crazy. It's not like I'm going to go to... It's not like I'm going to go... just start buying all the All-Star guys. I mean, I probably could. It's just I don't really want to. Ugh, don't get me. Don't give me Tanner Hawk. Wow, 2 diamonds. Center fielder. All right. Jackson Merrill. Center fielder. Is this Merrill again or Buxton? Buxton. And I actually have Buxton twice. So. Okay, I'll sell him for that. Down for that. Merrill, hold on, guys. Hello? Oh. Oh, hi, Jacqueline. What can I do for you? I am so sorry about that. That was the Mets calling me, telling me, well, giving me their ticket spiel, and it's like, I already get tickets from you guys, so I don't need any more. But yes, Peach, yes, I do have Jackson Merrill super fractured. He was actually one of my first cards that I super fractured. Um, so yeah, Jackson Merrill. Anyway, before I was rudely interrupted there by the Mets, thank you. So what I'm thinking of doing here is let's put Yu Darvish in some games. All right, let's get some conquest games. That way we can get him. We could get these missions done. That'll be 20, and that can get us to Yu Darvish's veteran card. And then that'll go towards the other stat missions, which is get the innings pitch, get the parallel XP. That should be no problem. This one we may... that's going to take a lot more conquest games to do, but I think we're going to be okay with it. So let me go over here. Let me throw Mr. Yu Darvish in here. To go all the way back. I feel like maybe I missed him. There he is. So we're going to throw him in. We're going to do a couple of conquest games. And that should enable me to get the parallel XP with him. Oh, whoops. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's where I wanted to go. I mean, I guess I could always do the City Connect one for the Red Sox. Get their uniform. Thing is, it's going to be... Yes, I do. I do. But you got to redeem it. It's a redemption reward. So we're just going to do this map because I can pretty much play on rookie. And if I can run up the score enough, I could actually do 3 innings with Yu Darvish. But I got to run up the score. Diamond Clutch TV, welcome in. I appreciate you stopping by. Since you already asked me if I play co-op, I'm assuming that you do play Diamond Dynasty. So do you have a favorite MLB, or do you have a favorite MLB team?
Ball 1.
It's funny that the Mets ticket office is calling me, especially when the Mets are in a slump right now. They're not hitting. They're not pitching well, and it's like, I mean, the first game they just lost like 7-2. So why are you trying to sell me tickets if you guys are struggling? Tell them the only tickets you want are playoff tickets. The only tickets I want are tickets to the games where they win. If they're not putting together a winning team, I mean, I didn't even want to go yesterday. That's the thing. I didn't even want to go. Strike 3, sit down.
Ball, that's upstairs. Hey. 1-1.
Well, I do need to get strikeouts with him, so the sooner I could get the strikeouts, the better. Strike 3, sit down. I think I need 10 of them, so I need 2 wins, 5 innings, or 6 innings, actually.
Hey. 0-2.
And then,
Did he go?
and then the parallel XP. So, I think this is by far the quickest way to get it done.
Hey. 0-1's the count.
Gosh. I deserve that.
Hey! I got a ball, 1 strike. Hey! 2! 3!
All right. Well, at least we got out of it, so 2-0. I'm going to try and stretch it with Darvish, especially if I run up the score here. Need more home runs like that with my guys, so thank you, Hunter Goodman.
Batting 8, the designated hitter, Nolan Arenado.
There we go. Of course, more runs would be even more appreciated.
Now pitching for the Pirates, number 55.
Anything to make sure that I can get Yu Darvish 2 or even 3 innings of pitching would be good.
The batter, the center fielder, Carlos Beltran.
Sorry, my friend was texting me, wondering if I was at the game. I was like, nope. Nope, I wasn't putting myself through that torture. Oh, God, the Mets are free-falling. Gotta make a big swing for bullpen pitching. You don't back good for... I guess everyone to their... That happens. I mean, it seems like everyone's good with Chipper Jones, yet I can't hit with him. Same thing with Jorge Posada. Everyone says he's so good. I use him, and I'm crap with him.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
So it makes sense. Okay. Yeah. Maybe it takes a little time. Make sure you check out their quirks. Maybe their quirks can give you a bit of
Ball 1.
a bit of an idea as to how you play with them. Like, is it a player that does well at home? Is it a player that hits well in the daytime? You know, do they hit well from behind the counts? Do they like to be ahead of the counts? You gotta look at those quirks and play to their style.
3.
Strike 3, sit down.
1-1. No balls, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, sit down.
Now pitching for the Pirates.
Although I think
Number
that's
43.
probably as far as I want. I'll give him one more inning.
Oh, Ruffy.
See how far I can push this. It's probably not a good idea that I push it, but I mean, I'm getting extra innings, and the sooner I can get this done, the better.
Counts 1-0. He's out.
You may have noticed that with Carlos Beltran, he was at
1 ball,
Tier
1 strike.
4 already with the Parallel XP. And I was grinding him so much in the mini seasons, I was freaking, no pun intended, I was having a blast with him. He was hitting home runs and extra base hits for me so much that I was able to get him up to Tier 4 already. Oh my god, it was so quick. It really was. Let's see, I could try. Nice. Just giving Yu Darvish one more insurance run. That way, even if he gives up the 1 run, I could still throw him out there.
Yeah.
Mine's is, yeah, I've had him for a couple weeks instead of a couple days. Well, I've been taking advantage of the double parallel XP. That's the thing. I've been playing so much with him over the last couple days that, you know, I was able to get him up to Tier 4. And I'm sure I could have done it a lot faster, too, if I was grinding out the event. Because that's double parallel XP plus time and a half. Or, I'm sorry, 1.5 multiplier for playing online. Actually, it might be 1.4 if it averages out, but, you know, between 1.5 and 1. Sorry, I was thinking of holidays and time and a half, getting time and a half pay, but. So are they? So they're still. You're still doing the outdoor event, or is it still yet to be determined?
Ball. That's inside.
Because I know you were talking about that on Monday. At least I think it was Monday. There we go. 3 innings, shut out by Yu Darvish. He was tired. I know he was. But he got 6 strikeouts. Now I just need him for 1 more inning. And a win, and I should be able to get him done. Yeah. Well, there you go. See? That's all that matters. You get that money in your wallet. That's all that matters. Wait, I didn't get... Oh, it was 6 innings that I needed, and I needed 10 strikeouts, not 6. Uh-oh. You wanted to go to a Miami Dolphins game next season? Well, why aren't you? Oh, because you don't have the money right now, and but this time and a half will help you? Or this extra pay will help you. Truth be told, I haven't been to a Jets game since 2021. Oh, okay. Well, that's nice. It was the last game I went to, and thank God I chose this game out of all of them, but it was the game where Mike White threw, I think he set the franchise record for the most passing yards in Jets history, and it was against the Chicago Bears. You know, that's when Mike White hype
First pitch.
was at a fever pitch.
Hey. Two balls, one strike.
So, but that was the last game I went to. It's just, and even before that, it was 6 years. I went 6 years before going to that Jets game, because the one prior to that was the game against the New England Patriots in 2015 that they won before they lost to Buffalo and eliminated themselves from the playoffs. So, but it's hard to go to Jets games. It's hard. They just lose. And it's like, I can't bring myself to root for these Jets. At least not enough to... I can't bring myself to root for them at MetLife Stadium. You know, honestly, I just sleep through it with the weekend schedule that I have.
Hunter Stratton.
With the weekend schedule I have, I sleep through the Jets games. Honestly, it may be a blessing.
Hey.
Was that the one against the Jets? Oh, against the Patriots. Got it. I don't remember that game, on it, if I'm being honest. I mean, we'll see what the Jets have in terms of Justin Fields, Aaron Glenn, you know, is Sauce Gardner and Garrett Wilson and Bryce Hall, are they actually going to be good?
0-1.
Like, can they help Justin Fields out? Was this just purely Rodgers not being good enough? Alex Borden, Matt Chapman, and Juan Marichal are the new cornerstones coming tomorrow? Okay.
Ball.
Alex Borden, that's a new one. I don't think I've heard his name in the game before, so I guess it'll be interesting to see what his program is. Oh my God. Oh, Alex Gordon. Okay. All right, so we got Alex Gordon, Alex Bregman, or Matt Chapman, I'm sorry, and Juan Marichal.
Pitching for the Pirates, number 55, Chase Sugar.
He should be.
Nope. Ball 2.
Yeah, I mean, tomorrow there's going to be the fifth inning
Aye.
XP reward pack. There's going to be new, there's going to be the new Cornerstone Evolution cards. Don't forget that they're also going to release the June Spotlight, or the June Monthly Awards program too. No, it comes out tomorrow. I looked at the clock. It's less than 24 hours, so we're getting it tomorrow.
Yeah. Ah. 0-2. 3.
I guess because they're going to do some kind of, maybe they'll do some, I know they're going to come out with the first July Spotlight program, or July Spotlight Drop program on Friday, so maybe they don't want too much content
2 strikes.
to take away from the fifth inning. Okay, who the F am I controlling here? Okay, they couldn't decide between me controlling Brian Dozier, who I initially thought I was on, and then they had me switch to Yu Darvish. Like, okay, a little bit closer, little,
Aye.
what's the word I'm looking
2
for?
strikes.
Little disoriented, but you know what? It's fine. And then they switched me on to Gil Hodges. It's like, wow.
Aye.
Strike 3, sit down. 4 strikeouts. That's all I needed. I mean, I need one more inning, so
0-1's the count.
Yu Darvish can deliver one more inning. That'd be great.
No balls, 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
So we're gonna get more content dropped tomorrow. It's gonna be good.
3.
Strike 3, sit down.
Now pitching for the Pirates, number 43, Ryan the Rocky.
Nice.
The batter,
What up,
number
SP Champ?
17,
How are you? How's the weather down there in Florida?
Now batting, the right fielder,
Sunny and very hot?
Judd.
Yeah. Better than cloudy and wet and cold. You know, I always feel it's easier to cool down than it is to warm up, so.
Yep, that ball went out.
Don't be like that at my work. Never know down here. Very true. Florida weather is very unpredictable. especially during hurricane season. Yeah,
Now pitching for the Pirates.
2 to 3 months. But I thought you guys were already in hurricane season.
Ferguson.
Oh. You never know. You never know what goes on in the in the Gulf. I'll just call it that. That way it's not, I'm not using the wrong name, so I'm not pissing off anyone. Alright? I'll just call it the Gulf. But you never know what can form in the Gulf.
Inside, ball 1.
You just P5 Scott Rowland? Nice.
I'm out. Round roll double.
Just a system in the Gulf threatening. Yep. Can happen. It can happen. Believe me, I know, Pete, you've lived in Florida a lot longer than I've even visited down there. But I just say, keep an eye out because you never know. They were saying that this is supposed to be the most active hurricane season in years. That's all. That's what the National Oceanic Atmospheric Agency is saying.
Now batting, the second baseman.
No, I know you're not. I know you're in Florida. Oh, wait, you're saying the west coast of Florida? Oh, that's what you're saying. You're on the east coast of Florida. Got it. My bad. I tend to forget that there are 2 coasts to Florida. It is a peninsula.
That's ball 2.
In New Jersey here, we only have 1 coast, and that's the East Coast. The Jersey Shore. So, you'll be in Palm Coast next week? Nice. Oh, yeah, that's right. You said that. You said that you were going to... That's in between Jacksonville and Daytona, right? There's no West Coast Jersey. There's no West Coast Jersey. There is West Jersey. But there's no... Wait, what was I kind of forgot what I said. Something that made you guys say, yeah, it is, or yes. What up, gamer? How are ya? So, now I completely lost track of the conversation.
0-2 is the count.
I mean, we were talking about Florida one minute, the next we were talking about no West Coast Jersey. Oh, it is between... Okay. Yeah, I kind of forgot I asked that. Oh, between Jacksonville and Orlando. Oh, I thought it was, like, in between Jacksonville and Daytona Beach. That's what I thought. All right, so we got Yu Darvish's veteran card. Oh, it is that too? Oh, okay. Right. It's about an hour and a half northwest of Orlando. That's what I remember because my dad and I, we would fly into Orlando, okay, and then we would go an hour and a half northwest to Daytona Beach. Taking a detour to Disney on Saturday. Oh, good. Enjoy. It's expensive. Disney World is expensive. Wait, how are you taking a tour of Disney but not going to any specific parks? That I'm a little confused on that one.
Runner!
So your cousin is gonna, like, show you the behind-the-scenes stuff? Like, but you're not going to any specific park. You're just...
Hey! 0-2 is the count. Ball, that's inside.
Right. Oh, okay. Oh, God. Come on, James.
Out!
He's out? I thought for sure he'd be safe. Darn. Should have known that was going to be foul. They didn't cut to the far angle of the ball going into the seats, so
Ball one.
should have known that was going to be foul.
Ball 2.
Now pitching for the Pirates, number 63, Hunter Stratton.
No, that's foul.
Anyway,
Ball
40
inside.
times. Holy cow. Dude, I can't. I've only been there once, and that's been enough for me. Like, it's a great park, but I guess I just have no interest in it. Like other people do. Yeah, Debringa, I was doing mini seasons, and I got some of the packs, the deluxe packs and everything, so that's what I was doing. I wrapped up the summer mini seasons that allowed me to get those cards. Yeah.
Yeah. 0-1's the count.
What up, Bray? How are ya?
That ball's foul. Nope. Ball
Just
one.
playing a multiplayer shooter game? Hey, listen, I don't mind doing that. I don't mind playing a different genre of a game from time to time. You know, I can't just play MLB The Show all the time. You know, I like to play Madden, like to play college football.
That's inside.
You know, I've been grinding out Hitman 1 specifically, but I'm gonna move on to Hitman 2 and 3 eventually. Got to get some trophies there.
Ball 2.
Mecha break? I've never heard of it.
Batting third, the center fielder, Drew.
That's an out. Oh.
Pitching for the Pirates, number 37, Yahuri Moreta.
0-1.
P4 that you're working on right now? Who are those guys?
1 ball, 1 strike.
Ugh. Nice, Dozier. I mean, worst comes to worst, I'll just do 2 innings with Yu Darvish. You're excited for 96 Alex Gordon? Yeah, we were just talking about that. Alex Gordon, Juan Marichal, and Matt Chapman being the Cornerstone Evolution programs. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Going to be a big content drop tomorrow. Can't wait.
Batting 9, the shortstop.
It's good timing too. Good timing on good timing in terms of, like, for me, because this was the last program that I had. I think it's supposed to end tomorrow.
Ball 1.
88 Bregman, 92 Piazza, 94 Devers, 94 Jeter, 89 Santander, 92 Adele, 94 Greenberg, 88 Bueller, and 88 Bad Max. All right, yeah, unless I have a big offensive game coming up, I think.
All 1's the count. Hey.
I think this might be the last inning for Yu Darvish. Danny Burgers is at 5,400 XP. Jeez. Well, I'll give you this. You are determined to make Danny Burgers a superfractor. You're determined to make him P5. I respect it. I respect it.
Batting 5th, the first baseman, Spencer.
Excuse me. You P5 Dean Kinsler yesterday?
Batting 6th, the third baseman, D. Bryan.
Bregman is closest to P5. Hold on.
Ball 2. 3.
Strike 3, sit down.
Nope, that's down.
Yeah. Yeah, you can tell Gamer is dedicated. He's determined to do superfractoring.
Hey. 1 ball.
He also plays online, too. Like, he's been grinding the event, so that's helped him, too.
3.
I couldn't tell you how many I have. Some are live series. I know some are live series. I know
For the Pirates,
some are
number 55,
flashbacks and legends.
Sugar.
Ooh, okay. You got Lightning Corbin Carroll P5 this month. Nice. My recent is Live Series Trout. Live Series Trout is a good one. I have him super fractured too.
Ball one.
I know it's Manny Ramirez. I have Mark McGuire. Jackson Merrill. Just went over Jackson.
1-0.
Can't hit with Trout. Dude, I feel that. I can't hit with Chipper Jones. So it's just you gotta play you gotta play up to the quirks. Gotta know what your players' quirks are and play up to them.
The batter number 2, second baseman, Ryan Dozier.
Okay. Dang, Brian Dozier just ruins everything. Alright, well, he's out of energy, so let's bring in Gagne.
Now pitching, Eric Gumbo.
Strike 3, sit down. I'm hoping to play later, but the internet here has been crappy. I have that color storm Javier Baez P5. Wow.
0-1.
Serious what? Like real life challenging? Like they're going for
No ball. 2 strikes.
oh, Josh Young.
Ball. That's out.
Okay, well he has options, so and if he was struggling, nothing wrong with getting sent down to the minors and trying to work on it and get back into a groove. Like,
3.
strike 3, sit down.
Aye. 0-2 is the count.
You know, that's what the Mets did with Alvarez. Alvarez wasn't hitting, and he sure as heck wasn't fielding, so they sent him down to the minors to kind of get back into his groove. And I don't know if it's been working or not. From what I've been hearing, it sounds like it is, but still need a little time. There we go. Gagne's P5 or P3. Dozier's P2. Arenado's P3. Where am I at with Yu Darvish here? I need 3 more wins. I need 10 more innings. I need 18 more strikeouts, and I need a lot of barrel. Yeah, exactly. So I don't necessarily see it as a bad thing if a player gets sent down. Sometimes they just need to get sent back down to get into a groove. And then they come up and they keep that groove going, and there you go.
Leading off for New Jersey, the center fielder, Carlos Beltran.
Yeah, what's up, gamer?
Got him.
Yeah. Um, oh gosh, Dodger.
Ball one.
I mean, it was fine yesterday. I was fine with it yesterday. How about what you guys are doing with not just Baez, but Gleyber Torres as well? Yeah, I mean, he's going to be an all-star. He may not be starting, but he's going to be an all-star. Actually, I think he is going to start because his competition is Jackson Holiday. And I think he's been first, so you guys really turned around. You guys really turned around Gleyber Torres. I mean, I was fine with it yesterday because I was done with the programs. But today I really want to get Yu Darvish done. Or try to get as much done with him as possible. I'll tell you what. I'll refund you your points. And then, let's say tomorrow we'll do the game, okay? That way it's, we're just starting out with the fifth inning, and that could be done later. I could do that later. It doesn't necessarily have to be done now. Scooble, yeah. Baez might not start, though. May not start. Actually, maybe he will. I don't know. I know Soto ain't starting. Corbin Carroll, Kyle Tucker, and Pete Crow Armstrong have just been too good this year. So let me go to Stream Manager here, and then tomorrow. Oh, okay. Well, then I guess Green is gonna, or Baez is gonna start. Wait, but you can only have 3 outfielders, and Judge already has one of them. So all right, I refunded your points, Dodger. Thank you for understanding. I really do appreciate that. Tomorrow I owe you a game. Redeem it, and we'll do it tomorrow. That's a promise.
Aye. No balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, but he's not DH. Judge is outfield. DH, I think, is O'Hearn. Ryan O'Hearn.
3.
Just like Ohtani is DH for the National League.
Foul, that ball's foul.
I mean, right now the only Met who's going to start is probably going to be Francisco Lindor. Soto and Alonso may come off the bench.
1. One ball, 2 strikes. Inside, ball 2.
Right. So, effectively, the
Batting fourth.
Green and Baez would have to take the other 2 spots in order to be starters.
0-1's the count. Nope, that's inside.
I don't think there's any doubt in my mind that Scooble's going to end up being the starting pitcher for the American League.
Aye.
I mean, I don't know anyone else who's had a better,
Number 55.
who's been a better starting pitcher than Tyreek Scooble in the American League this year. That's what it seems like, yeah. I know Baez was top 3, but
Inside,
I haven't
ball 1.
done any voting today, so... Yeah, but not at the level that Tyreek Scooble has been. I think he gets the start.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Yep. I'm not surprised. That's why I'm saying there's not too many pitchers who have had as good of a year as Tyreek Scooble has. In fact, he may even challenge for freaking MVP. I mean, it's going to be hard to top Judge, but Scooble definitely makes a case.
Now pitching.
I'd be surprised if he's not top 10. I could definitely see him being top 5.
Rookie.
5th? Yeah, Cal Riley. Cal Riley's up there. And he plays a tough position, but, I mean, it's just Judge has the name recognition.
He's safe.
So
Batter number 2.
it's kind of like
Ryan.
with the National League. Everyone knows the front runner is Shohei
Ball 1,
Ohtani.
no strikes.
You know, that doesn't mean that there aren't other guys. Like Pete Crow Armstrong is having an amazing year. So is Kyle Tucker. You know, what about Manny Machado? I mean, Machado's a bit of a stretch, but Machado's had a pretty solid year at third base. Scooble, Witt, J-Ram, Rowley, Judge. See, I would actually put Scooble ahead of J-Ram. Because to me, an MVP should be a guy who's helping his team win. And I think the Guardians haven't... how have the Guardians been doing this year? I think they've been struggling, haven't they? And in my mind, an MVP should be helping his team get to the playoffs, win games. So So that's why I'm saying, you know, maybe J-Ram is below Scooble. I haven't heard too much about the Royals this year. I mean, not to undermine Bobby Witt Jr., but I haven't heard too much about him. Are they at least in the wild card? Maybe they're surviving in the wild card. Oy. $40 and $43. Guess it could be worse. But, ew. You said for the National League, James Wood. Wow.
The shortstop.
Soto, Soto had a terrific month of June, but I don't think he's been MVP caliber. I mean, Alonso has fallen off. Lindor, I guess he hasn't been as good as he was last year.
Oh, that's inside.
He needs a shot in the arm. So, I don't know about Soto. Soto has 20 home runs, but I don't know if I would put him top 5. Also, right now, the Mets are struggling, so that's foul. Again. Yeah, I guess it's hard to really break out and show everyone what you're made of when the Tigers are running away with the division. It doesn't mean the Tigers won't slip and fall. They could.
No balls, 2 strikes.
But
Nope. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
oh yeah, they're not winning. They're not winning jack. Strike 3, sit down.
Oh, and 1.
Should be Scooble Rowley. That's kind of what my thinking was Scooble should be 3rd, Rowley should be 2nd, and Judge should be 1st. That would be my top 3. But I don't know if I would put Soto at top 5.
Ball, that's out.
Maybe top 10. I could see him top 10. But not top 5. And I'm saying that as a Mets fan. Strike 3, sit out. Yeah, there is. And that's the beauty of this game. Multiple players can be standouts. That's the beauty of baseball. Okay, I need 7 more innings with Darvish. I need 2 more wins. Looks like I'm going to need 11 more strikeouts. I'm definitely going to get his thing done. Yeah. Javier Baez, Gleyber Torres. You're forgetting. I think you're forgetting about Gleyber Torres here. And I don't know why. He's going to be a starter for you guys. Just saying. Yeah, it was like they started off bad, and it seems like they're starting to figure it out now. I mean, where the hell did Ryan O'Hearn come from? All of a sudden, he's the top vote getter for DH. It's like, what? And mind you, I was at the Orioles-Nationals game, and I'm sorry to say, but the Orioles played like crap. It's like, yeah, they made things interesting late, but not interesting enough. That's right. You're right. Well, I don't think O'Hearn is necessarily gonna complain about that.
Now pitching for the Pirates.
Yeah, but the way that the Nationals are, they may not be so great right now, but the way that they're going to build around James Wood and Dylan Cruz, I mean, and if they could get some solid pitching, watch out. Nationals may come back sooner than we think. And this could be a four-horse race in the National League East between the Mets, the Phillies, the Braves. Not this year. I'm saying in the future. 2 3-run homers in Game 1. Jake Rogers had a 3-run homer. I'm kind of, speaking of doubleheaders, I'm actually kind of scared to tune in for the second game of the Mets doubleheader right now. But I did this to myself. I'm doing it. I'm just going to do it. Oh, it hasn't started yet. Oh, it's going to start later. Got it. Okay, so it's a 7 o'clock game. I thought maybe they were still going off of the COVID rules, where they would have the next game start an hour and a half or 2 hours after the end of the first. But I guess not. You thought Jake Rogers would be good, but he really hasn't. Dylan Dingler.
The shortstop, Isaiah.
I mean, overall, the Tigers have been solid. You know, no big-name stars on there. They've been solid.
No balls, 2 strikes.
I mean, best record in the American League right now. In not just the American League, all of baseball. Like, first team to 30, 40, 50 wins. I told Dodger. I told it just wouldn't seem fair for me to deny Dodger a 1v1 and then honor a co-op with you, Peach. I'm sorry. Maybe you could save it for tomorrow. Like tomorrow we can. Well, after I get done with the game with Dodger.
That ball is foul.
But the Tigers are still ahead of the Dodgers. I mean, not that it matters. It's really more, can you stay ahead of the Yankees? And right now, I think the Yankees are going through a bit of a slump themselves. So, you know, I think you're going to be okay. I actually do want to see what happened. How did the Mets get their 2 runs? At the very least, please tell me Alonso homered.
Batting eighth, the designated hitter, Nolan.
They did, but now they've cooled off.
Ball.
I mean, they're still winning. That's not to say that they aren't winning. It's just that hot start has cooled down a bit. That's what I'm saying.
Out. He's out.
And so let's see. Nope, no home run. Oh, it was Collins who... No, wait. It was Ortiz, I guess.
Leading up for the Pirates, the right fielder, Ryan.
All that matters is that you guys are still... All that matters is that you guys are winning and you're in the race for the pennant at the end of the year. That's what matters. Okay?
One ball.
And that's what you guys need to focus on. Right? All this talk about hot starts and everything doesn't mean a thing unless you guys are in the playoffs. So get there, and then we'll talk about what it really means. Because don't forget, a lot like last year, the Mets made it all the way to the NLCS. And they were a wild card team, and they had to win on the fight in game 161 to even get there. So, you know, it's just. But then again, you could also make the argument that hey, Dodgers and Yankees were both the top teams in the American and National League, and faced off in the World Series. So. It's just about staying hot at the right time to head to the World Series. Exactly.
Pitching for the Pirates,
It's all about getting hot at the right time.
Ryan. The Rookie.
And right now, the Mets are not hot at the right time.
Out.
Right. You know, again, that's not to take anything away from the Tigers. Right? I'm just saying, like, it's all about getting hot at the right time. Get hot, go on a playoff run, and then we can talk about World Series prospects.
Runner.
Yes,
Counts 1-0. He's safe.
they absolutely should. But again, I point out that the Phillies had one of the top spots last year, and they lost to the Mets in the NLDS. And mind you,
No. He's safe.
the Mets were really dead. No, they cannot. They absolutely cannot have a bad. Put it this way: they cannot go through what the Mets are going through right now. If that were to happen, the Tigers are going to have a problem.
Caleb Ferguson.
Do I see that happening to the Tigers? Nothing indicates to me that it's going to happen to them, but I don't know what can happen in the second half. I mean, I think the biggest thing that's happened to the Mets right now is the fact that they're losing their starting pitchers. They've lost Kodai Senga. They don't have Tyler McGill, although he wasn't really that great to begin with anyway. You know, David Peterson is having some issues. Sean Manaea is not going to be back soon because he's got some loose bodies on his arm or whatever that means. So the injuries do play a factor.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Also a pretty
Nope,
crappy
that's a ball.
bullpen too that is getting exposed. Right now, the only good thing going for the Mets right now is Juan Soto and Clay Holmes. Actually, those are 2 things, but those are the only 2 things that are going right for the Mets right now.
3-2.
Otherwise, nothing else. No offense, no bullpen. And unfortunately, we live in an era now where bullpen is so key. It is so, so key.
That's an out. Foul ball.
Well, it seems like the Tigers have held their own
Did he go?
since then, so, well, yeah, that is a blow to the Tigers. They are at least not letting it drag them down. The Mets, I feel like their injuries have dragged them down. And right now there's no confidence with the Mets. Strike 3, sit down.
Aye.
Strike 3, sit down. Keep racking up those strikeouts, you.
Aye.
Okay, so my thing is that the Braves, they could have bad stuff happen to them, but yet they could go on a run late in the second half and they could possibly contend for the division. So, I mean, you're talking to a guy who saw them sweep the Mets in Atlanta, or who saw the Braves sweep the Mets in Atlanta, and then came to Citi Field and took 2 out of 3 against them. Not good. Oh boy. I need a lot of... I think what I need to do is play a full game, get 4 innings with Yu Darvish. He's obviously going to have to go till the 6th inning. But I think that's how I'm going to get this program done. Oh, please tell me. Okay. Oh, man. Wait, do I have to get all of them done? So this was 15. That's 20. Oops. This is another 20. So that's 55. And then another 20, so that's 75. So, yeah, I do need the innings pitched with Darvish in order to get this done. I could just keep playing the Conquest games, but I don't know. If I do play versus CPU, I know I can get the innings. If I do a Conquest game, I may not be able to get Darvish Yeah, exactly. Because they had other supporting characters. Don't forget, they had Freddie Freeman, Dansby Swanson, and they made a lot of trades at the end of the year. Jorge Soler, or at the trade deadline, Jorge Soler, Jock Peterson, those guys were instrumental for getting the Braves over the top. Actually, you know what? I feel like being different today. I'm going to go up against the Rockies. You want Trout to stay healthy? All right. Oh, God, Jordan Beck. I forgot he was supercharged. Oh, well. Gotta deal with it, Darvish. 6 innings. That's all I'm looking for from Darvish.
Yeah! It's 0-1.
First pitch, 1 o'clock. Batting second, the center fielder.
No, I totally agree.
Doyle.
Hey!
You know, we could have won more, although I don't know. It would have been it would have been tough to outshine Shohei Ohtani.
No balls, 1 strike. No, he's safe.
And Aaron Judge with his with the way that he was hitting home runs, I don't know. I don't know if Trout would have won more MVPs if he had been fully healthy.
No, that's out.
Now it would have been very difficult to do it against Judge and Ohtani.
1-1.
You could even throw Vladimir Guerrero Jr. in there. He was up there for a while.
Ball.
Strike 3, sit down. No, he's definitely not going to start. You kidding? He's not. There's no way. Obviously, he's not starting over Judge. And you have. He would definitely start over Kwan. I feel like he would start over Stephen Kwan. But I think Baez and Green, yeah, no. I'm in the same boat. I don't think those are. I think those 3 are the lock right there. Trout is kind of like, he would be the 4th outfielder. But that's what happens. I mean, guys get on really good runs and get to the All-Star game.
2-2. Runner! That's a ball. No, he's safe.
Yeah, I think that's the way I would go. Like, Green and Baez can be interchangeable, but yeah, it's going to be Judge and those 2 Tigers. Okay, so he can have a little time to get fully healthy, and you know that way he could be a real contributor to the Tigers when he gets back. Not a bad idea.
Leading off for Colorado, the third baseman, number 24, Ryan McMahon.
Hee-haw! Ball. One ball, two strikes. That's in. Ball.
Strike 3, sit down.
Hee-haw!
Really? That's interesting.
Hee-haw! Hee-haw! 0-1.
I wish I had the same confidence about my Mets. It
0-2.
it was great the first month and a half, and then they just came back down crashing to earth. It's really been hard to watch. And honestly, I don't even know if this could be like the like last year's Mets, where they go on that run in June and, you know, get hot for the playoffs. I don't know if they could do that.
Say, you beat it up.
You know, they say they had a players' meeting. Well, I'm seeing the effect of that. I'm not seeing the effect of that player meeting because they just lost to the Milwaukee Brewers 7-2. Sure, it's not as much as it was against the Pittsburgh Pirates, but still, like, they gotta get it together. The way that you're excited about your Tigers now is exactly how I thought I would feel about my Mets. I tell you one thing that really irks me as a fan is those high and mighty Mets fans who say, "Oh well, if you're not going to ride with us through the bad times, then you're not a real fan at all." Listen to me. There is no such thing as being a real fan. Okay? Now, if you want to go cheer on a team that's losing, all power to you. I respect it. I respect the passion. But you have no right as a fan to tell me that I am not a fan just because I can't root for the Mets when they're losing. All right? I get it. You know, I want to be loyal to this team, and I'm loyal to the Mets. But I cannot support a team who is losing. I mean, 2 out of 3 against the Braves. They kind of turned it around towards the end in that other series after the Braves. Or it seemed like they were going to turn it around. Then you go to Pittsburgh and you get swept. Not only do you get swept, you get freaking blown out. You allowed the Pittsburgh Pirates to score 30 runs against you. That was a 3-game series. 10 games, or 10 runs a game. How can I support that? Like,
0 balls, 1 strike.
I don't believe in rooting for team. I'm starting to not believe in rooting for teams when they're bad. Does that make me a bandwagon? Yes. But you know what? I have other things I could be wasting my money in. You know, no one said I had to go to Citi Field every Tuesday home game. Like, I'm not saying I'm not trying to say that the fans that are fans of losing teams are dumb. They're not dumb. They're passionate, and I get that. I just hate it when they turn around and they say to other fans that they're not true fans because they won't support them in the worst of times. Okay? If it's the worst of times, then it is on the owners and management to make some changes.
Strike 2. 1 and 2's the count.
Strike 3, sit out. If they don't make changes, then why the heck should I root for this team? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting different results. Okay? So why should I keep rooting for the team if they're going to keep losing? I'm not saying this is the end of my cheering for the Mets. I'm just saying that I think I need to take a break from that. Take a break, and hopefully they can turn it around in the second half of the season, right the ship. They're not out of it. I'm not saying the Mets are out of it, but they continue to play like they've been playing. They're not going to be in it. I mean, heck, they may even fall behind the Nationals. Oh, don't worry about it, Woogie. Don't worry about it. I get it. You got a life.
He's out.
Don't worry about it. I got it. I get it. I have a life too, Woogie. Okay, I gotta go to work after I'm done. After I'm done here, or after I'm done with the stream, I gotta get ready for work. I mean, thankfully, I already took my shower, so. Woogie, you could be on time. You could come in late. Doesn't matter to me. If you're in here, great. If you're not in here, that's fine. You don't have to apologize to me or get all worked up about it. I'm not going to get upset. And I know on the West Coast it's tough because right now it's 2:20 where you guys are, but it's 5:20 where I am. So time zone difference is a
0-1.
is a bitch. So don't worry, I'm not upset or anything. The only thing I'm upset about is high and mighty Mets fans who say fans like me who are having a hard time rooting for this team while they're losing are not true fans. Like, I'm a fan of my Mets, but I want them to win. And right now, they ain't doing that. You might move to... You don't even have to go that far. Honestly, you could probably be in... I mean, heck, you could go to Cleveland, Pittsburgh. I was never in a different time zone when I... There you go. Good. Good for you, Peach.
Up next for Colorado.
I'm not worried about other
Ezekiel
teams, especially not the Mariners. I'm more worried about the Phillies running away with the division, the Braves coming back and leapfrogging the Mets, and having an absolute monster of a second half of the season.
Take your base.
And I'm also worried that the Nationals are going to come out of nowhere and finish ahead of the Mets, and the Mets are just going to continue to fall and fall and fall.
0-1. No, that's inside. 1-2.
Hate to say it, I think we caught lightning in a bottle last year. Strike 3, sit down, then. I
First baseman, Gil.
don't know if we're going to do that again.
Ball.
I know, but they just lost the first game to the Brewers, and I don't know how the Phillies did. I don't know if they're going to make up, if they're doing a doubleheader too.
Please go.
Let's see. Hold on.
Now batting.
Let me pause here for a second. No, I do not want that. I want this. Give me scores. MLB. Let's see. Okay, so the Padres at least beat the Phillies, so it's only 2 games. Or it's still only 2 games, but Mets can't keep relying on the... Yes, technically Miami has a better record than Atlanta, but they only have one less loss. Well, the Braves have one more loss than the Marlins do. And it's not like the Nationals are far behind. I'm just saying,
17.
anything can happen.
Ball.
I hope so, Dodger. I really, really, really hope so.
Ball.
They need help.
2-0.
They need to make some big moves at the trade deadline. I'm not so sure what those moves are. I mean, I've heard Aroldis Chapman's name come up as a potential target for the Mets. You know, so Jim Bowden, who's a SMY analyst, he was suggesting maybe the Mets go after the 2 best Rockies relievers, Horwison and someone else. I saw the post. Need to keep Randy O&G has been fired over. Buxton, if that's going to be a big one. That's going to be a big one. I haven't heard anything about the Mets attached to Buxton.
2.
So
0-2.
I've heard them more attached to Luis Robert Jr. I mean, in that case, I think I'd rather have Buxton than Robert Jr., but I heard that too, but I think that's been kind of blown out of proportion. He strikes out a lot. I don't know what his stats are this year. I have to look.
Oh, yeah. Hey, 0-1. Drag 2.
fact, now may be a good opportunity. You're going to Dodgers game versus the White Sox. Enjoy. I'm sure that's going to be a dominating win for them. I'm sure of that.
Hey! 0 balls, 1 strike. Hey! 0-2.
But I don't think anything is guaranteed.
Now pitching for the Rockies.
Hold on 1 second. Okay, hold on. I will look. Byron Buxton. Baseball reference, here we go. So just this year, he's at a 3.3 WAR, which is pretty good. It is the Twins, though, so he's at a 277 average. He's had a 900 OPS with a 146 OPS plus. So he's actually had a pretty good year. But I haven't heard the Mets attached to Buxton. That's a new one for me. Kershaw going for 3. I did see that. That's probably going to be a milestone card. Kershaw's probably going to get a milestone one if he gets that. He's definitely going to get supercharged. That's for sure. Nah, you don't waste the tops. You don't waste the tops card on that. In my opinion, a tops now card should be given to someone who achieves a crazy game milestone, like 3 home runs in a game, or some rookie that just got called up, or some player that just got called up, and they had an amazing first game. Like, oh wow, they get their first hit. Oh, they drove in this run to help their team win. That kind of stuff. O'Hearn, Naylor, Eugenio Suarez, Adolis Garcia, and Zach Gallen. I gotta say, I'm really shocked to hear a lot of those D-backs names. Like,
No, that's out.
I get that the NL West is very competitive, but I didn't think that the D-backs just took it as, okay, we're gonna sell off some guys. If Zach Gallen is available, I think the Mets should make a move towards him. I've been calling for Zach Gallen to be part of the Mets for a while, mainly because I know he's from New Jersey, and I think the closer proximity to his home state maybe entice him to play better. But I know he's a solid starting pitcher, and I know the Mets could really use him. So I would definitely make a push for them. I also heard they might. Yeah, I feel like that whole Mitch Garver experiment is done. He just, Cal Riley, it's clear he's the starting catcher, and Garver. How old is Garver at this point? He might be up there in age to the point now where it might be time to get rid of him. Trade him off. Why not? Solano, too.
No, that's out. He
Strike 3, sit out. Ugh. Oh, yeah. Definitely time. He's on the wrong side of 30. I would need to complete 2 more missions after this. Actually, it would be 1 more mission. I would need innings with Yu Darvish.
Oh,
And I'm not so sure I'm going to have time to be able to get him today. Because it's already 5:32 and... Well, actually... Maybe I could push it to 3:30 if I'm close. Like, if I could do a couple conquest games, maybe I can get him done. Lefty starter. So why go for Eugenio Suarez, Josh Naylor, and who was the other? Who was the other one? Zach Gallen. Why go for them when you need a left? If what the Mariners need is a lefty pitcher. I mean, unless the Mets have a complete and total collapse, I don't see them giving up David Peterson. I don't know too many other lefty starters you could go after.
0-1. Outside, ball. Tag 2. 1-2. Nope, that's outside. Ball.
Let me think.
Hee-haw.
Yeah.
Tag 2. No ball.
Now, unless the Mets are in total collapse, like they come out of the All-Star break and just lose every single game, I don't see how the Mets are giving up David Peterson. He's our only lefty
Hee-haw.
until we get Sean Manaea back. But even then, considering the year he had last year and the start that he had this year, it's just something's going on that he's not he's getting lit up. Strike 3, sit down. Streamer recommendations. I mean, I enjoy Cougs. Cougs 46 is always my favorite. I'll go off the list of some of the guys that I have here. Type K MLB. He's playing MLB The Show right now. He's got 78 guys in there, or 78 people in there. Louisi, he's playing it. He's got 8 viewers. You also have Loyalty Comp, 11 viewers. Major Mangoes, she's always great. The Real Creation, he's playing MLB The Show. He's doing ranked seasons, so he might be fun to watch. Gamers taking a break from MLB The Show. So those are the people that I recommend, Reds Nation. Well, thank you, Peach. I appreciate that.
That's a ball.
Darn. I'm not having that offensive explosion that I thought I would have.
Left fielder, Jay.
Okay, well, I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, Woogie. No, I just like playing I just like playing this game because I clearly know nothing about baseball, and I'm just trying my hand at it for the first time.
The right fielder, number 16.
Yes, I'm a fan of the MLB. I'm a New York Mets
Ball, one
fan.
strike.
Oh, they are not doing too well right now. But
Run.
strike 3, sit out. Why not?
Hey. Yeah.
Why can't you stand the Mets? Strike 3, sit down.
No, ball.
Seems like there's been a couple people in here lately who have shown their displeasure towards the Mets. Oh, no. Come on, Yu Darvish. Go 7 2/3 innings, and then you lose the shutout right then and there.
Hee-haw.
But you just... Oh, I thought that was Reds Nation there for a second.
Ball, that's down.
So they have every right. Any team can go after big name players if
That's
they
a ball.
want.
Outside.
Well, I don't think anyone could be like the Yankees. And plus, we beat out the Yankees for Juan Soto. So, we don't have to be the Yankees because we beat them out. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking, Debringa. Would you say that the Mets are a poverty franchise?
One. Ball.
Reds, would you say that the Mets are a poverty franchise? Okay, so then what would you describe then? What would you describe them as if they're not a poverty franchise? That's okay, Peach.
No. Hey.
You know what? I need to just a little overrated. Yeah, I know. We're screwed. We're screwed against Missy Oroski.
Yeah.
But I'm going to keep Yu Darvish in there. He could go for the complete game. It's still a quality start. Not that I need the parallel XP with him. I need I need, I think, innings. And even playing 9 full innings, I still got to get 7 with him, which is going to be like two full conquest games and a and then 1 inning of a conquest game.
Now batting, shortstop Ezekiel Tovar.
Not gonna lie, I think the Brewers really surprised me. I didn't think they were good this year, but they've proven me wrong. Oh, then you're gonna have problems with Elliot Freeze. He's a big Brewers fan. He hasn't been in here for a while, but strike 3, sit down. At the very least, I know I've made enough progress that I'm like really close. I don't know. Can I do one more game? Let's see. Oops, that's Team Affinity. My bad. Yeah, I need the 7 innings. So, what I think I'll do is I'll do some conquest games. Let's see, Red Nation. Created July 1st, so you created this account yesterday. Or today? Yeah, yesterday. Why did you... why are you on Twitch now? Or what? Oh, I'm sure it may be. It does. For Reds Nation, it does say Ban Evader. I see it.
Leading off for New Jersey, the center fielder, Carlos Beltran.
But then again, the Woogie also has it, and yeah, I know Woogie. I know I didn't ban Woogie. I don't know why it says he's. I don't know why he has that. So maybe it's a glitch with Twitch. Maybe it is Bean Boy. Okay, so are you gonna keep saying that, or are you gonna keep or are you gonna explain why you hate those two teams?
Now Now pitching for the Pirates. Number
Could also
63,
just do 2 innings in 3 conquest games with Yu Darvish, but that would mean one more conquest game, and I'd really just like to wrap this up as soon as possible. Nice. Oh, I'm sorry, Woogie. I thought that was Reds Nation who was saying he ate. I'm sorry. I did not mean to take that tone with you. My apologies. Yeah, I understand it. You know, I think, Alex, weren't the Red Sox also accused of sign stealing in 2018, but they kind of got off the hook? And that was during their World Series run, so... And I think that was Alex Cora's first year as the manager for the Red Sox.
Number 55. Chase. Sugar.
Ball 1.
I'm pretty sure you could say bitch in my chat. Let me see. Yeah, you could say bitch. I don't have it. I don't have it banned or anything. So you didn't have to censor yourself, Woogie.
No balls, 2 strikes.
It did? Really? Because I just typed it in and there was no problem with me. Weird.
Nope, outside.
Shows up in purple asterisks and you have
1
to
ball,
click it to show
2
it.
strikes.
Why is that not showing up on my screen now?
Batting fourth, the right fielder, Ryan Reynolds.
Well, now he's going to have to... He doesn't have Devers, so... Doesn't have Devers. And they're probably going to trade off even more players.
Now pitching for the Pirates, number 43, Ryan the Rookie. Now batting, the center fielder, Carlos Beltran.
Nope.
The left fielder, number 20.
What about, what's his name, Campbell? What about him? You don't like him? Cutter Campbell.
Yeah.
Or, I'm sorry, not Campbell,
No
Crawford.
ball, 2 strikes.
Crawford. Wait, is it Campbell? I thought it was
Ball
Crawford.
1. He's safe.
Oh, well. Well, thanks for being on top of it to bring Tristan Campbell. Oh, no, then that's not the one I was talking about. I was talking about Cutter Crawford. I think he's their two-way shortstop prospect, isn't he? Well, I think there's no doubt I'm going to get 3 innings with... Oh, he's a starting pitcher? I thought he played shortstop.
That ball's foul.
This shows you how much I know about the prospects.
Now pitching for the Pirates, number 37, Yahuri Moreta.
Maybe him too. I mean, I thought Cutter Crawford was...
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, I mean, him too. The Red Sox have so many that are highlighted in this game. Whether it was last year or this year, they have so many.
Got him.
I thought Cutter Crawford was a shortstop who could pitch. Sure, you can tell us why you don't like Tristan Campbell. Ah.
Hey! 0-1's the count. Hey! 0-2.
Strike 3. Sit down.
Out. Hey!
Hold on, I'm going to do one thing. Now that it's kind of on my mind. Let's see, where are you? There you are. Bye-bye. Don't know why, because I don't see him any.
0-1.
I feel that. Look,
Oh, one.
I hated Cole Hamels for a long time after he called the Mets choke artists, which, I mean, fair play to him. He was right. He had a point. It's just still, that's not something you should be saying out loud. But for that reason, I couldn't like Cole Hamels. I hated him. Chase Utley is another guy that I hate. I don't care that Ruben Tejada never turned out to be anything anyway. You don't make a dirty slide like that and expect Met fans to be just okay with it. Asshole. So, I will never like Chase Utley for that particular reason. Okay, Carlos Beltran's going to get another home run. I feel like I'm earning way more parallel XP with my guys in Conquest than I earned in that one play versus CPU game that I did. Other than with Yu Darvish. Obviously, Darvish has got a lot of stuff. I mean, I don't hate all Phillies players. Like, I don't hate Ryan Howard. I actually respect him. You know, he used to be a Met killer. Yeah, absolutely. But, I mean, I respected him for how good he was. So I don't hate all... And I also respect Jimmy Rollins, too. Jimmy Rollins, I respected him. But you talk shit about my Mets like that, yeah, you can't expect me to be okay with it. I mean, I'm just a Mets fan, so my hate is not going to sway Chase Utley one way or the other, but... But still, I'll never like him. Maybe as a person I'd like him, but as a player, no. It's such a shame too, because I thought he was he was definitely the best second baseman that I've seen in a while. But when he made that slide, he was just a dirty player to me.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
If he were on the Phillies, yeah, I would hate him. But because he's on the Brewers, I don't really care. I mean, I think that was a dirty slide. I think that was dirty. But I don't hate Rhys Hoskins that much. I'm not saying I like him, but I just don't care enough. Okay, fair. Everyone's got perspective. I just happen to think it was a dirty slide, but I'm a Mets fan, so... You know, of course I'm going to see it from my Mets perspective. I'm not going to see it from the Brewers or Rhys Hoskins' perspective.
Ball.
Batting ninth, the designated hitter, Andrew.
I mean, I got him when he was 385. So the fact that you can get him now for... Is there anyone else that you need? If he's the only one that you need, then you should go for it.
3.
Strike 3, sit down. No, not second base. That was their shortstop, Ruben Tejada. It was during the 2015 NLDS
1 ball.
between the Mets and the Dodgers. You need Ramirez, Judge. Ooh, you need the big 3. I would save up for Ohtani because Ohtani's not coming down in price. Okay, feel free. And you tell me if you think it was a clean slide or a dirty slide. But I think you'll agree with me that it was dirty. James Wood, now tier 4. Hunter Goodman, same thing. Oh, sweet! I got the Ultra Choice Pack. Oh, that might help me out with the pipeline. That might help me out with the pipeline pass pack or collection. All right, so 5 diamonds. AJ Puck, Rendon, Michael Taylor, and so Michael Taylor was the only new one. Darn. I'm going to quick sell Puck, although I should have saved him for... I don't know if the Nationals... If I'm done with the Nationals. Renfro. I mean, I could keep him. Let me go see. Hold on. Whoops. That was pretty much the, I would say that was the end of his career. Right there. Okay, so only thing left is the Padres. I mean, I could get a... Nah, I'll just throw in Jackson Merrill. Yeah, I'll save Renfro. Yeah, he had like a tibia, some kind of tibia injury, something like that. But basically, he was not the same player after that. I mean, let's be honest, he wasn't really that good. It's just, with Utley making that dirty slide, that's what really irked Mets fans. Now, imagine if that was David Wright. Imagine if that was David Wright who took that dirty slide instead of Ruben Tejada. I mean, Chase Utley would have to stay out of New York. I think people would be, like, trying to tear him apart. I'm doing all right, Mets. I'm just grinding out the Yu Darvish program. Sorry I didn't see you there for a second, but, yeah, Tejada's career was pretty much done after that. He did play for the Orioles for a little while. I think he got sent down to their minor leagues, and then he never played in the majors after that. So, kind of a sad way. The dude gets injured and then really doesn't play up in the majors much after that. It's like this guy was a rally cry for the Mets in the NLDS, and yet that's how we treated him. We're talking about the injury to Ruben Tejada, Mets, the one where Chase Utley did that dirty slide against him in the 2015 NLDS. No, it's all right. It's all right. I mean, Woogie can see. Woogie agrees it was a dirty slide. So, but poor Ruben Tejada didn't really play in the majors after that. I think he went to Baltimore, but then they sent him down to the minors, and he didn't really play in the majors after that. I don't even think he's playing baseball right now anymore. Anyway. He was just kind of like, he kind of brushed it off. Like, part of the game, that kind of stuff, and, you know, I was just trying to do what I could do to help my team win, and it's like, dude, that was clearly a dirty slide. He just tried to be nonchalant about it. Like, okay, whatever. You know. Not even like, I have to go back. Maybe Tejada didn't have his foot on the bag. Or maybe he took it off too soon.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Nope. Didn't say any of that.
All ones the count.
I agree, but the ultimate revenge for the Mets following that was beating the Dodgers out of the 2015 NLDS. And that's what they did. So Utley never won more than one World Series. So that's what we can hang our hats on, is that we kept him from winning another World Series. Yep. The infamous Terry Collins umpire screaming match. I was just trying to throw a fastball. You know, him being nonchalant about it as well.
Number 55. Chase.
Yep. You got your shot. Our ass is in the jackpot, Terry. Probably one of the greatest mic'd up moments or mic'd up exchanges between the umpire and the manager. Like, I don't care if you're not a fan of the Mets. You have to really go back and watch that clip and say, damn, like, Terry Collins sticking up for his player like that, even though it was all clear. It was clear Syndergaard was sending a message to Utley for that slide. It was clear, but Terry Collins making that kind of a show, having that fire. It cracks me up how dumb Syndergaard tried to play it. It's like, dude, everyone knew in the stadium what you were doing. Oh, God. And notice how that was an immediate ejection for Syndergaard.
Number 43, Ryan Barucki.
Yeah, I did remember that. Yeah, that was... Did he? I heard something different from the post-game interview. Sounded like to me he was being nonchalant about it. Maybe he thought about it after all these years and really had an apology, but I as far as I could tell from the after the game, he didn't. After the game, he was like nonchalant. It's the first video that popped up on YouTube. Okay. Well, and it was posted in 2015? Like, was it him in the locker room? Because I heard a different message. I heard different clips.
Oh.
And also, like, you look at that slide, it was clearly intentional. Like, Utley didn't even aim for the bag. He aimed for Tejada.
Nope, outside.
Dear God.
Aye. 1-1. Ah. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's a ball. 2-2 to count.
Well, there is such a thing as over-aggression. And that was clearly that situation, so... It was overly aggressive, and if that's how you want to play the game, fine. But understand that people are going to take it as intentional, and there's nothing you're going to do or say that could change their minds. And one of those people is me. That was not, to me, that was not an accidental, that wasn't like, oh, I didn't realize I went in too hard, I feel bad about it. No. Yeah, not Tejada's fault. Tejada was playing the way they should have played. Okay, he was trying to turn a double play. I think that's why a lot of players now... Actually, Utley may have started the trend where what a lot of players do now, if they're in a double play situation and they're not going to be able to break it up, but to not play interference, is that they'll slide down onto their butts and just let the play happen. I think that's also partly to keep them from... That's also partly to keep them from getting hurt, but I think the other part of it is not wanting to run interference on a play and possibly get called out. Say he was in the base... Yes, of course he was in the base paths. He was trying to turn a double play.
Ryan Dozier.
Look, Woogie, you're not going to convince me. If you're trying to convince me that it wasn't intentional, then I'm sorry, you're better off watching paint dry. Because I don't think it's never going to happen. In my mind, that was an intentional dirty slide by Chase Utley to break up the play. And it injured Ruben Tejada. So at best, it's like what you said. He was aggressive. At worst, he injured that guy. And he intentionally did it. So you're really not going to convince me otherwise. I'm sorry to say.
Counts 1-0.
But I have my mind dead set that it was intentional, it was a dirty slide, and I will never like Chase Utley as a player for it. So I'm firm on that. Wouldn't make me a great juror if Utley were on trial for it. I would already have my mind made up. I couldn't be impartial. Good Met fans can get over it and not cry about it and accept it. No, I don't think I will ever get over it. So, he can go F himself, because I'm not getting over it.
Aye. 0-2 is the count. Aye.
In his mind, not in my mind.
Aye. 2. Ball, that pitch is out. He's safe. Hey! 0-1's the count.
Okay, I'm a little taken aback. Are you telling me to go cry a river, or are you saying that's what Chase Utley said?
Runner! Aye! No balls, 2 strikes.
All right, well,
No, that's foul.
that's what he said. Then, if I even had a little bit of respect for him, it all just went away. So, okay, it was confusing. That's why I was taken aback and I was asking for a clarification. Ooh, Scott Rowland's P4, nice. All right, so it should be one more inning from Yu Darvish, and then I'll have this program done. Let me check. Oh, that's better, my bad. Yeah, I only need one more inning from Yu Darvish. So, I will say there is a line. Okay, Dodger wants to play me tomorrow. Peach wants to do a co-op game. So there is a line. Just letting you know. I mean, if anything, maybe tomorrow is the right time to do it because there's really, other than the June spotlight, I guess the final drop from the June Spotlight program is going to come out. But they won't be in stream till later. Dodger was in pretty early, and so was Peach. Peach is extra, so if it's first come first serve. But Peach is usually in on time. Dodger is off from school now, so I think he'll be in. He was in early today. He was actually in my time, 3 o'clock. So, but it's whatever. It's whoever gets here first. The stream will be at 3 p.m. my time, Eastern. So probably noon. Next week I won't be in here, but the week after I will. Okay. Well, I'm talking about we're talking about tomorrow. So, do you expect to be here right at noon your time, 3 p.m. my time? We'll just see how things work out, okay? It's, 2 1v1s and a co-op game, so. I'm just getting that in order because I want it to be. I want to be fair about these things, so. Gonna actually lock in and make it fair game. Okay, all right. I mean, look, you did a great job of keeping Soto, Lindor, and Alonso from scoring. So it was really the McNeil that gave you the most trouble. Okay, well, feel free to show me tomorrow.
Now pitching for the Pirates.
Jeez, I'm gonna go over. Dang it.
Sugar.
Yeah, I'm gonna go way over. Well, actually, no one said I had to complete this game. I just need to get 1 inning pitched with Darvish. And literally, it's just 3 outs. So if I could get those 3 outs, then I should be fine.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Woogie, I would never call anyone trash. I have no right to call anyone trash. If anyone's trash at the game, it's me. That's exactly what I'm thinking, Peach. Just get the 2 outs. I mean, who cares if Darvish gets the loss? Who cares if I scored like 5 runs?
Out.
No, believe me, when I go up against other people in Diamond Dynasty, I'm trash. Okay?
That's a ball. Ball 1, no strikes.
That's why I haven't really made it far in ranked seasons. In fact, I have a losing record in ranked seasons right now. So it's not really good.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, sit down. All right, so that's all I needed. I'm quitting, and we're getting Yu Darvish. And there we go. That's Yu Darvish. Not quite done yet, because I'm going to go over here. Whoops. Over here, I meant. Lock him in. There's a standout voucher for Ted Williams. So now I am officially 7 away from Ted. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for me. So thank you to everyone who tuned in. Even if it was only for a moment, I greatly appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, please be sure to follow me here on Twitch and or subscribe. Either one would make me a happy person. If you're watching this on YouTube, I thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you like the video and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to know when I go live, you can follow me on X at TTV NextJGGen24. It's my gamer tag that's on the left side of your screen there. So go give me a follow. I'll usually post whenever I go live. You can also turn on notifications here on Twitch. That way Twitch sends you an email every time I start up a stream. So I'm glad that we got the Yu Darvish program done. It took me a little bit longer than I would have liked. But that's also on me for not starting right at 3 o'clock. But now I got to get ready for work. So tomorrow, be fifth inning program. We got fifth inning XP reward path coming. We're gonna have new Cornerstone Evolution guys, and we're gonna have some viewer games. So I hope to see you all tomorrow, Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern. And until then, guys, have a good night.